Hello, welcome aboard, my dear friends. Welcome to the one and only Rocketa Podcast, where we will dive into the endless space of human dreams and aspirations. I, Alexander Marfunin, solemnly swear to provide you with a blueprint on why people do what they want to do, and how you can start to move towards your future. Today, our guest is Jason Tsoli. Hello, Jason. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you doing today?
Oh, fantastic, Jason. I feel fantastic, honestly.
I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, yes, man. Yes, man. The weather is pretty, well, it's all right today.
It's been good. It's not raining.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, especially in our, region. So, tell me, Jason, you are studying law.
Yeah, actually, I am, yeah.
Yeah, so with me, yes, together. And this is, third year now?
Third year, first semester.
Oh, God. No, time flies.
Time flies. Remember when we were in the first semester, first year? It was like yesterday.
No, it's crazy how time flies. Before you know it, it's going to be the end.
Yeah, we're going to be doing our dissertation.
Oh, God.
Getting our diplomas, and that's it. Gone from here.
Yes, that's absolutely amazing. So that is why we need to make the most out of it. Like, honestly, yes.
I'm a bit scared of it, to be honest.
It will be fine. We went through first year. First year was obviously, quite frightening. And then by the end of first year, we sort of got our way around things. And then second year was relatively smooth.
That was really good. I enjoyed second year.
No, second one, yeah. It was
except
one module. Except for one module, which we'll not go into disclosed. So, yes, Jason, I really wanted to ask you, why is it that you decided to do law? Was it any specific reason, or just honestly, just be honest? And
I'll be totally honest with you. I'll take it from the start.
Yeah.
I've been born and raised in Greece, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. And while I was a student there, I wouldn't say I was one of the best students. I was all right. I was doing fine. And I never really pushed myself to study a lot when I was living in Greece. Not just because I didn't want to, because the education system there is a bit weaker than every other country in Europe, Western Europe, to be more specific. And then I got the opportunity to come to the UK, to move here and leave everything back for a better future. And the only reason I moved here was to have a better education. So once I knew that I was gonna move to the UK, I just stopped studying in Greece. I stopped giving any effort because, I knew that I'm going to leave very soon.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no point anymore there. So I was like, fair enough, I'm not going to give any effort anymore here, but I'm going to keep all my effort to take it with me in the UK and push myself there. And actually, that's what I did. When I came in the UK, I was 17. I came by myself. I used to live in Portsmouth with my uncle, though. So I had somewhere to stay. And I did my A-levels because I had to finish my A-levels.
And Jason, what did you do for your A-levels?
So I did A-level law, A-level sociology, and A-level classical civilization. When I started, I had A-level psychology instead of sociology, but it was such a hard module, not because of what you had to study for it, but because of the language it used. And it is a more of a scientific language, and my level of English back in the days when I firstly came in the UK was really bad. I couldn't understand anything. So I was walking in the class, and for the first 3 weeks I had like 6 lectures. All 6 lectures I didn't understand anything. So I thought, that's it, I'm going to change it, I'm going to something else. I want to do German because I can speak German. I used to live in Germany.
Oh, wow.
There wasn't a German class because there were not a lot of students that wanted to take German. So I chose sociology, and I kept law, even though I was struggling a lot with law when I started because of the language again.
Yeah, definitely, the language is much, very advanced.
Yeah, the definitions in there, the language, everything.
Tell me.
Don't want to start with all of it. But I told myself I gave up psychology. I'm not going to give up law as well. And then I liked law more. It was a thing. My uncle that I used to live with, he's a lawyer. His wife is a lawyer as well. So it was something that I liked because I was seeing it as well every day at home. So I was like, well, I'm not going to give up on law. I need to do something. I'm going to push myself a bit more. And I'm going to change this because it's the start. And that's what happened. After 2 months, my English got better because I knew how to speak English, but I didn't have that level of...
Well, your proficiency.
Exactly. So I just needed some time and training and bits. So when I started law, I'll take only law because classical civilization and sociology, I don't want to go through them.
Yes. Yeah.
They were fine. Quite a few essays to do there as well because it's a writing. It's every question in there that you have to answer is a essay style question, same as in law now.
Oh yes. So there's a bit of similarity.
Yeah, it was reading and answering questions. To be honest, that's the whole idea of it. But I want to stick with law because that's why I chose law. I remember we were doing like scenarios, like we used to do.
Yeah,
but they were smaller scenarios.
Oh yeah, like a bit condensed.
Exactly. A-level. We were A-levels.
A-levels. So yeah, of course.
High. And there were like questions that we need to answer about the legislation, and then there were actual essays based on question. Like we do now.
Oh yes.
That you need to evaluate your points, etc. And I remember getting in the simple questions, they were marked from 10 to 15 sometimes. So like maximum 10 or 15, depending on the question. Scenarios, they will be marked at 20. And then the actual essay question will be marked at 30. So I was getting, and that's like every week now, we're doing one of them every week. So like a simple question and an essay question, or an essay question and just a big essay question. So every week we had something to do. I was getting, for the simple questions, 3 out of 10, 3 out of 15.
Yes, yeah.
Scenarios. 2 out of 15, 2 out of 15, whatever it was. Essay questions, same thing, 5 out of 30. So it was really bad, like very low grades, and I was devastated at some point. I was like, I cannot be that.
Yeah, be that stupid guy. No, honestly, it's understandable that.
And I never gave up. I was like, that's the reason I came here. That's the reason I left my family behind. That's the reason I gave up all my life in Greece, all my friends. I will come here and study, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push myself. I'm going to sit down and actually study. And that's what I did. And in a matter of time, my grades went up. I don't know if I still have those essays, if I still have those at home, but I used to look back at them. And I used to look at the first ones and then look at the more later ones, and the grades are significantly higher because... That was the whole thing. I didn't give up.
Yes,
I came with a plan in the UK, and I stick with the plan up to this day. I mean, yeah, I get my days off sometimes. Sometimes you don't want to do something.
Oh yeah, understandable. Yes.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Now, why law and not something else? Well, actually, I want to join the Marine.
Yeah, you're fine, Jason.
The Royal Navy.
Royal Navy?
Yeah, in Portsmouth.
Oh, wow.
So that was the plan, but you cannot do that unless you've been living in the UK for 7 years.
Oh, yes.
So I couldn't wait 5 more years because I already did 2 years A-levels. So I couldn't wait 5 more years to to become a Navy officer that I want to be.
So I believe it would have been
a long wait.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's not worth it. I was going to waste my time, because by the end of the 5 years, I might have changed my mind and not want to be a Navy officer anymore. It's like I couldn't risk it. So I thought, what's the second option? It's law. I'm doing good. I enjoy the subject as far as I was studying in A levels. Why not do it in university? It's a good degree, even though if I don't want to become a lawyer tomorrow, it's still a good degree, and it will open many doors for me. And that's why I chose law, and so far I'm enjoying it a lot. First semester, I'll be honest, I was taking it way too easy. Yeah. And I saw the consequences.
Yes.
So after that, I thought it's not like A levels. It's more serious here.
But Jason, nonetheless, from what I've heard is that, you are an adaptable person. Every time there's a difficulty, it starts off as hard and you're probably not as performing as well. But as you press on and you're determined, the work begins to pay off.
Exactly.
It has paid off for you.
Same with third year now. For example, we're doing research methods. We have to do an annotated bibliography. When we started, I was sitting in my room. I'll go through the first week of work. I'll read annotated bibliography, and I'll be like, well, I'm not passing. I'm not doing anything with this now. Why am I doing this? I want to cry. I was like, what is this? I ain't gonna do it. Now, I'll finish my annotated bibliography. I'm like, wasn't that bad, was it? Because you push yourself, you study through it, you go over it again and again and again, and then you find a way, and it seems easier than it was. And every time, every new chapter, everything new that happens in your life, always is gonna be difficult. Always gonna be.
Honestly, it's always the hardest parts of anything, any endeavor or any job is actually taking the first step.
Exactly.
But once you take the first step, you realize that if you can do the first step, you can do a second step. And if you can do the second step, you can do the third step. And it sort of, becomes like a very positive domino effect. You start off little, and then whatever you're doing begins to grow, develop, and before you know it, you cannot stop.
But there's a quote about this.
What is it?
It's when you're scared to jump, that's when you jump.
Oh,
yeah. That's when you're gonna make like the steps you said. If you're afraid to make those steps, and you don't make one step, you're gonna stay stable forever. So the moment you believe that you're scared of taking that step, or you're not ready to take that step, that's when you take the step and you're like, I'm gonna do it.
So just right now,
yeah, it's now or never. Because sometimes some people, like many people, end up staying in the same position just because they're afraid to make the next move. Because, let's say me, I was afraid of the assignments for research methods because it was something new. If I never made that step to look into it, to push through, to like actually put some work to see what it actually is, I would have stayed in the same position. I would be like, I cannot do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not passing it. I'm not.
Yes.
Well, so that's when you do it. You need to push yourself if you want change.
Yeah.
If you don't change, you know, stay the same. It's up to you.
Oh yes, of course. It's definitely about action.
Exactly.
You need to be moving forward, and even if you fail, you can always try again.
That's
True failure is whenever you've quit. Is whenever you're not doing anything. You're not moving either forward, not backwards. Because if you're moving backwards, it's a learning moment. While if you're moving forward, it's a success. And again, it's something that you can reflect on.
Once you give up, that's when you fail.
That is it.
That's what I think, because we all have heard it. It's not something new or something. You see it every day. Your phone, your Instagram, your TikTok, you're gonna see it everywhere. A motivational quote. is that anything you do you're gonna fail until you succeed on something. You're gonna fail. So nothing comes without a failure. So you're gonna fail in life. So you just have to sort of brace yourself, because it's part of life,
the part of the process.
Exactly.
It's part of your road towards success.
Exactly, because when you fail, you learn from your mistakes. You know what you're gonna do, because you're given a second chance, let's say, and you can do it better the second time. And if the second time is not enough, you get a third time. And as we said, if you don't give up, you can get as many tries as you want. If you really want to do something, if it means everything to you, like doing that thing, then you get as many tries as you want.
Yeah, you just go for it. If you see a goal, you can move towards it. No matter how impossible it might seem, you just go for it. You just grab onto that dream and you don't let go of it. Like for instance, you're a great example. You failed, but you've reevaluated everything. You've braced yourself and you've worked and worked and worked until you've achieved results. And before you know it, weren't you getting like one of the higher grades in class or in secondary?
I'll say, when do you mean?
In secondary school, whenever you started off quite low, but then you started getting higher and higher grades.
Yeah. It's what we said. It's like, if you want something and you want to change it, you have to do something about it. You cannot say, I want to change it. For example, I'll take a very good example right now that's happening right now in my life. I want to gain weight. Forever in my life, I've said the same thing. I cannot gain weight because my metabolism is very fast. I was lying to myself. I never tried. I'll be honest, I never tried. I never gave it a go. I never really actually sat down. I was like, I'm going to actually do something about it and gain weight. Until nearly a month ago, when I came back from my holidays in Greece, I said to myself, that's it, I'm going to try it. I'm going to push myself. If I don't see results, then yes, I have a fast metabolism. Then I can actually say that I'm not making it up.
Yes.
Well, guess what? I don't have a fast metabolism because I've gained 3 kilograms.
Wow. Like the last time I've heard you said 2 kilograms, so now it's 3.
It's 3 kilograms. I started at 52.9 kilograms. Very underweight.
Yes.
Very underweight. And now I'm 56.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. So that's a very great example. If you really want to do it, first of all, you need to try it. You cannot say that it's not gonna happen. If you haven't tried it, you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know. So it's that if you say it cannot happen, is for me, it's excuse. Yeah, it's just I'm talking for myself.
Yeah,
I was making excuse for myself. I wasn't sad about my weight, or I wasn't uncomfortable with my weight or anything, but I wanted that to change because it's not healthy. So I said, let's change something. I wanted to do something about it. It's not too healthy being that underweight, because I'm a tall guy. I'm 184.
Oh,
6'2" and 52.9 kilograms.
Oh, yeah.
Very underweight. It's not healthy at all. So, yeah, and I'll keep going now since it's usable.
Honest, man, keep on going. You're making progress. And, before you know it's gonna be 4+, 5+, 6+, and then you'll just
be a fat guy.
No, you'll be a really fit guy.
I hope so. I mean, the goal is at the moment 65 kilograms. That's what I want to aim for.
65. Just that this is the goal at the moment.
At the moment, it's 65, yes. I'm 56. Doing well. I'm going to I'm gonna be pleased when I make it to 60. That's when I'm gonna be like, there's a good change now.
Yeah.
Because I've gained 3 kilograms so far, but I'm not like I won't say I'm like fulfilled with it. If I see the 60 on the scale, that's when I'm gonna be like, that's a good progress.
Yes.
I'm not taking myself down. It is good progress. 3 kilograms, quite a lot.
Yes,
that I never had.
Yeah, nonetheless, yes.
Yeah, but now I'm gonna reward, let's say, myself when I get the 60, and then it's gonna be 65. I'm gonna keep it that way there.
Yes,
like a few months, and then I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go a bit over like 70. But 65 is the plan. 65, I think, is good for me. So I'm hoping for the best.
So you have a solid plan, and you have a certain set of goals, and I feel like if you have these sort of plans and goals, it just makes the whole process easier and more attainable, because you can actually visualize it. Because if you can't see it, you're not actually going anywhere, and you can't sort of appreciate it. Yeah, you have nothing really to sort of compare, in a way, like sort of comparison.
You need to get out of your comfort zone. And it's a very hard thing, because I'm experiencing right now. There's many things that I want to change that I'm not willing to change because of the comfort zone. It's like, do I need change? Well, deep inside, I really want to change them, but
yes,
at the same time, I'm like, I'm good with how things are. Like, why should I change it? And then it hits me like 3 a.m. in the morning.
You see a motivational TikToker saying, "Oh God, yes."
You got what's his name? David Goggins.
David Goggins. Oh yeah, shouting. They don't know me, son. They don't know me, son.
And then you're like, yeah, I need to change myself. And then you wake up in the morning like, who cares, right? But no, nonetheless, I mean, I want to change. I don't want to take everything at the same time. I'm doing my weight. I'm going to the gym. It's a good start, I believe, for me, and focusing on my studies. I think that's good for now. Now, other things that I want to change, there are things that are not, well, they are important, but not as important as the ones that I'm prioritizing right now. It's, for example, sleep schedule. That can change. That can change. As I told you this morning, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Yes. But nonetheless, it's all step by step. It's hard to do everything all at once. So it's best to start with one thing, accomplish one thing, and then the other. Basically, step by step. Because I feel like if you're doing everything all at once, if you're trying to change a lot of things at once, it's easy to sort of
give up.
Yes.
Yeah, you get overwhelmed. You're like, what am I doing? Why am I doing all this?
Yes.
Yeah. You get, because you get bored, you don't get any time. At the end of the day, if you start doing so many things at the same time to change your life, you end up not having your free time, your time to yourself, and then you're like, do I really need to do all this? And then you just kind of give up. I'm not saying you should not do things. If you want to change quite a few things, I'll put them in like a scale of what is more important for you at the moment. Is it your weight? Is it your mental health? Is it your studies that you need to improve?
Yeah.
Is it your money that you need to grow? Because some people, as myself, I would like to make more money, not because I want. It's not the money thing is not about, because you've seen all of this. What's going on right now? Like everybody's saying, you need to make money. How old are you? 21, 22, 23, and you're not making money. You haven't a million yet. What are you doing? It's not that easy.
Oh yeah,
it's not that easy. I'm happy for those people that made it.
No,
They're at my
100%.
age and they have everything they have dreamed of. I hope one day I can have the same. Because money, unfortunately, in the world we live in, it's one of the most important things.
Oh, yes.
Unfortunately, I won't say like more important than health or more important than love or more important than family, but it's the most important thing for you to have your freedom.
Oh, yes.
It's not about the cars, not about houses or jewelry or whatever you dream of.
Yes,
that will come with money, but it is your freedom, because if you have money, you're going to have freedom. You're going to have a better health. Yes, you cannot buy health, but you can buy better doctors.
Oh, yes. Honestly, yeah, to a certain extent, you can definitely afford, better medical care.
And yeah, better food quality, better lifestyle.
Oh, yes.
Better holidays.
Oh, yes.
Everything that a person needs. But yeah, everything will come with time. You need not to give up. Yeah, it's the same, not give up. But prioritize whatever is more important to you for the moment and keep your eyes on the goal, and that's it. Just keep going. And then everything will come your way. Just
in a
you need to be patient.
Yeah, a natural way.
Exactly, but never forget to have joy.
Oh, yes. Enjoy life.
Enjoy life and be... I've seen it. It was... I think he was a physician or a mathematician. Can't remember. He still is. Now he's living. He said, I wish I didn't spend all my life trying to figure out all these formulas and doing all this research. I wish I had more time to be more playful and have more joy in my life. And he's quite old. He's like in his 60s. Not very old, but all right.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a considerable age. Yeah,
exactly. And that shows that some things you realize them way too late. He spent his whole life researching, which was his passion. He liked it. That's why he did it. But he forgot one of the most important things, to actually enjoy life, because you only have one life. Yeah, of course we're going to do the research. Of course we're going to study. But at the end of the day, we need to enjoy these moments because
we only have one life.
Exactly.
We have only so many years that we can live, and
we gotta be working our whole life.
Oh, yes.
We don't need to work that much, man.
No, definitely. If you're working, work 100%. If you're having fun, have fun like it's the last day on Earth.
Exactly.
So just do everything at maximum. If you're eating, eat like it's the last day on Earth. Just
enjoy.
Yeah, appreciate the life that you currently have, like every aspect of it, no matter how big or how small it is.
Exactly.
Yes.
Some people forget, myself as well.
Oh yeah,
forget sometimes
it's applicable to everyone.
That we're very great. We need to be very grateful for what we have right now.
Oh yes.
Most importantly for me, education. Being able to study in a better university, in better facilities, but studying in general for this is a very big point in my family, because both my parents did not had the opportunity to go to university. They did not have the opportunity to actually finish. Especially my dad, for example, he left when he was 15 to start working, which means that if we take this this part now, let's talk about family, for example. Our parents.
Oh yes.
My parents, for example, as I said, they never went to school. They had dreams as well. They were kids. They were kids like me, like you, like everyone. They were kids one day, and they had dreams when they grew up that they want to be something. But because of the
No, the circumstances.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And the facilities they had, they couldn't do much more. But I'm grateful when I think about it that my parents raised me the way they raised me, and then sacrificed a lot so I can be here today. And this is one way of me paying them back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not money. It's me actually doing something with my life and not wasting it. Because
Yes.
I could have just came here and waste my life and just
Yeah.
do whatever.
Yeah. Just do whatever.
Yeah, they're like
Mm-hmm.
live off their money and then be like, yeah, I'm gonna be studying and do nothing at all all day. I know it's as I say, it's a way to repay them. First of all, it's for myself so I can actually have a better future, and then it's for them as well, so I can
as you said,
accomplish a dream they also had, because they had similar dreams. My mom wanted to become a psychologist, for example.
Oh wow.
She never had the opportunity because she left young from home. They went to Greece. They couldn't access education there, so that's it. Dreams vanished. Even though they wanted, let's say, because we're talking now about never taking your eyes off your goal. They couldn't do that because they didn't have the opportunities we have. So that's why you need to rethink your goals and be like, I have the opportunity to actually accomplish my goals. Yeah, some people don't. Some people don't at all.
Yeah, some people don't believe in themselves. They don't
believe in yourself. I mean, that's one thing, but they don't have the facilities. Even though they want to do it, they won't have the facility to do it. Great example, my parents.
Yes.
My mom,
Yes.
she really wanted to become a psychologist. She really wanted to sit down and study.
Yes.
She didn't have the facilities though. As much as she wanted, she wouldn't be able to do it. But yeah, we need to look into stuff like this. I mean, you can. I mean, I don't know about your parents. Your parents, you're doctors.
My mom is a doctor, and my father had a number of jobs. He worked, I would say, pretty much in every industry. He's worked pretty much everywhere. So he had a great deal of experience himself.
That's good.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's very good. For example, your mom, she's a doctor. She probably accomplished her dream to become a doctor, if that was actually her dream. You might not relate in some things, but looking into other people's lives, like, for example, the one I'm giving you right now,
Yes.
you can really think about your goals and be like, some people don't have what I have. So I should sit down and actually, for example, study and do something with my degree. And also, now that we talked about parents, we need to be easy on them as well.
Oh yes, definitely. You know, they're also people, and you know they're not perfect. You know, they're not perfect. This actually, so yeah.
They're living for the first life as well.
Oh yeah,
It's the
okay. Oh,
first
good
time.
point. Oh, good. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a great point actually. Yeah,
Because their first time living in this world as well. It's not like they had some experience like,
many different lives. Yeah,
like,
yes.
all right, we've done this before. No, they haven't done it. They're the same as us. So we need to think about it when sometimes we get angry with them.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. Of course, but look, I feel like it's natural. It's natural. But you know, in the end, you know, what they're doing is only for, you know, our best.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They only have, you know, what's the right word? Good.
They have the good.
Good aspirations for us.
Exactly.
They don't want anything bad for us. They only want only good for us.
That's true. That's very true.
So, it's honest. No, it's definitely crazy how like our parents had completely different lives, and much less opportunities than we have. You know, once I hear stories about my parents, I reflect the life that I have, and you know, I begin to realize how blessed I really am. Yeah, and I feel like it's the same for you.
No, it is the same. Yeah, we start how my family lived when they were my age and how I'm living right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's far off. It's way far off. It's like they will have never thought of that life.
Mm-hmm.
Especially my dad. I'll go more over to his side. He will never have thought of having that type of life when he was my age or younger.
Mm-hmm.
He never thought of that. It was like it was a whole different story for him, and it's their first time as well. So
oh yes, it's the first time.
Take it easy.
All right, Jason.
Yeah.
Now, may I ask you, what is it that you personally want to achieve? And I'm not saying in monetary terms, money-wise, but what would you like to achieve, you know, morally, as a person, as a personality? Just spill the beans on who do you want to become as a person, physically and non-physically.
Physically, I want to become Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, that's a solid draw. That's completely valid.
No, I don't know that dream. No. Physically, I want to, as I said, accomplish my goal for my weight and go to the gym at the same time as well to keep me fit as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have like a specific goal that I want to look a specific way. I don't really care about how my body looks.
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to be fit. I just want it to be healthy. And that's it for me. It's like not very much to say about it because
it's about being a healthy person.
Yeah, and being a healthy person, exactly. Keeping it healthy, nothing crazy. Not like I'm trying to become a bodybuilder or anything, or trying to become some kind of, just be better.
Yes.
And what else? I wanna start martial arts as well.
Martial arts.
Yeah, but that will happen once I achieve my goal with my weight.
Oh, yes.
I am underweight. I need too many calories to gain weight.
Yes.
And if I start doing a martial arts training, for example, kickboxing, it is very intense. And I will need more calories on top of that to...
Oh, yes. So you want to get to a specific baseline.
Yeah, I want to be to specific, as you said, specific baseline first, and then start with that because I won't be able to do it. It's what we said at the start. Keeping it,
step by step.
Step by step. Yeah, you don't need to do everything together.
Mm-hmm.
Finish off with something that you have started, take it to the end, and then start with something new.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mentally, I want to be...
Take your time, man. Honestly, take your time.
It's a good question. It's a very good question.
Just a personality-wise, maybe you want...
Personality-wise?
Yes.
I want to change a bad trait I have that I always want to be right. I'll push everything. Let's say we're going to have a debate. I'm going to push it to the end. And I'm not going to say that you're right. I mean, during the debate, after the debate, after I cool down, I will agree with you and I'll say, if you're right, I will actually say that you're right.
Yes.
I need to stop that. And like to actually, what's the word? Like,
so you want the words to be right or
no, to accept the fact that I'm wrong.
Oh, okay.
Well, you get the point. I want to.
I get you. Yes, it's just
I want to accept that
the fact that sometimes the fact that you're wrong.
I'm wrong, or that other people have better points than me in some debates.
Yeah,
that's a fact. because many times that they do. So because you cannot know everything, can you?
Well, yeah.
You always will learn something new. Another thing is, I have a bad trait when I speak with people, and after a while, I'll speak and be on my phone, for example. I don't do that frequently,
Yeah.
but sometimes I do it. And it's something I want to change. It's not a good image. It's not a good thing to do. You need to be there when you have someone giving his time, her time with you.
Yeah. Of course, man. We're not. No one is perfect. You know, in the end, everyone has their own flaws. You know, I'm far from being perfect. I have my own drawbacks. But honestly, I feel like a lot of these things, you can always alter them. You can always work on them.
Of course, if you accept them, that's the first step.
Acceptance.
Acceptance, exactly.
Yeah.
If you accept them, if you realize that you have flaws and you need to change them, that's the first step. Then changing them is going to take time. It's not going to be next week.
Yes.
It might not take a year. It might take 2 years, 3 years. Maybe it will take 3 months. But you have to give time to yourself because it's a habit.
Yes.
And to change a habit, I don't know if you've read, there's a book called...
is it like The Power of Habits or something like this? Yeah.
Yes, habits or something. And it says to change a habit, you first need to accept it.
Acceptance, yeah.
And then you need to find a way to change it. And then you're going to have to give it time to change, but actually put progress to it. Like if you want to stop, for example, drinking energy drinks, I'm doing right now. If that's a habit that you have and you drink it every day, if you want to stop it, if you think that it's not healthy for you, you're going to say, first of all, you need to accept that it's not healthy.
Yes.
And then what you're going to do is put it back on the shelf when you go and grab it. That's your first step. It might be difficult for the first few weeks, but after a few times, after you train your mind and telling your mind that you don't need that, it's going to stop. It's because your mind is like a computer. I can't remember where I read that, but it said your mind.
It's like a sponge in a way. It's like
but let's say I'll give you the example I read.
Yeah.
If you wake up every day and you tell yourself, "I'm a loser," after quite a bit of time, you're actually going to believe that you're a loser. Because you are training your mind to actually believe that you are a loser. Your mind is like a computer. You give it something, it gives you something. If you give it negative, negative. If you give it negativity,
negative reinforcement.
Yeah,
it's gonna give you that back. Oh yes, yeah, definitely.
That's why they say stay positive. That has a deeper meaning. It's not like just stay positive. People have issues in their lives and they're like, how am I supposed to stay positive? Well, that's the point. You have issues. We all have issues.
Oh yes,
but you don't need to make them your whole personality.
Yes.
If you make your issues your whole personality, you're gonna end up in a very bad position. You can end up depressed. You can end up in a very bad mood. To be in that mood every day, you don't want to do things because you put things that don't matter over things that really matter.
Yes.
And
yes, it's about changing the direction of your thoughts.
Exactly.
Yes, sometimes there's just one stream of negative thoughts. You need to redirect it and look at something from a different angle, and then you begin to see this thing completely differently.
Exactly.
For instance, I am gonna say that in my part-time job, that I will do during the winter and summertime, I work with a lot of people that have a very sort of negative view of the job. They're like, oh, why am I here? Oh my God, another day. Oh God.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do understand this, but if you look at it from another angle, in the end, you're gaining experience at this work. The people that you work with they're kind, they're ready to support you whenever you need the support. It's a flexible job. And yeah, this is something that makes me positive. I come into the work positive, and people quite often ask me, oh, how are you so positive? How are you so positive while working as a cleaner? And that is basically the whole thing. Just look at something from a different angle. For instance, a moon. A moon has dark side, and a light side.
Yeah.
So that is what you have to do. You just have to you have to look at it from another side where it's nice and light.
I've experienced that when I was doing my gap year and I was working.
Yeah.
People at my work were all miserable.
Yes.
Because of what they were doing. But I'll tell you something. I understand why.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if you want to change, if you don't like it, you need to push yourself. If you don't like your job as a cleaner,
mm-hmm.
I understand that. It might not be the greatest job out there. It's still a job, though it gives you food to eat,
mm-hmm.
place to stay, to sleep, and your whatever you spend on your free time. So it's a respectable job. Every job is a job, yeah?
Nonetheless,
yeah. So, but if you really want to change it and you believe that that job, it's draining you and
mm-hmm.
you don't want to be there, you need to do something about it. And what's one thing you can do? For example, you can take courses to do something else that you might like. Let's
mm-hmm.
say you're working as a cleaner and
yes.
that's your only job right now.
Yes.
But you like doing haircuts. You start doing a part-time course of learning how to be a barber.
Yeah, barber, yes.
And then you can transition from being a cleaner to actually being a barber.
Yes.
It's not going to happen in the next few months. It's going to take a lot of time.
Oh, yes.
Years. But at the end, you're going to change your position, being something mm-hmm. that you like more and you like to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But coming to work every day and being miserable and saying, oh yeah, I don't like being a cleaner. How are you happy, bro? Well, I'm happy because I have other plans in my mind. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
At the end of the day, I understand you, but you're not doing anything to change it. And that's on you, not on me. Because
mm-hmm.
I'm happy coming to work because I know that this job is going to give me money, is going to give me what I need for now.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to teach me things, to see things differently, to see things that I wouldn't see if I wasn't working. For example, you're going to see how much money you make out of that job.
Yes.
And at the same time, you're going to see how draining that job is. And you're going to be like, do I really want to do this for the rest of my life? Or do I sit down and I study, or I sit down and I learn this, whatever you're doing with your life,
mm-hmm.
so I can have a better life, better quality life.
Yes.
And I enjoy what I'm going to be doing. Again, if you go to work and you go there with a negativity every single day, you say, why am I here?
It's not going to help you.
It's not going to help you. No, it's not. Unfortunately not. As harsh as it must sound,
mm-hmm.
that's the truth. Truth is always harsh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always harsh because you need to actually put down work to change
mm-hmm.
what you don't like in your life.
Mm-hmm.
There is so many things out there. We live in 2024. We're going to 2025 in 2 months. Yeah. It's 2 months left. That's it.
But it'll be the quarter of the century.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally a quarter of the century.
So you have so many opportunities out there. You can do so many things.
Yeah, just go out and just do whatever you want to
try something else.
Just try something.
If you're 30, 35, 40, you'll be like, yeah, but I'm 35 years old now. I'm not young anymore. You don't need to be young to do it.
Yes.
I'm not saying go to university, but if you want to do it, you can. Yeah.
Oh yes, of
Still,
course.
it's still an option. I'm telling you, do something else. Just as I said, you want to become a barber. To become a barber, you have to do it. You sit there, clean toilets, and then cry about it. Well, cry about it. Because as you said, you went there, you were happy, you were positive.
Yeah.
Why? Because you are doing that job for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need that job.
Well, yeah.
Because you want to help your parents out. Because, for example, you could have taken a student loan and live off of that student loan and not work at all.
Oh, yeah.
Or you ask your parents and be like, mom and dad, I need to study a lot. I cannot work, so please help me out. Many people do that. It's something that actually happens.
Yeah.
And you could have done that, but no, you decided I'm going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I can make my own money, so I can live off of that money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what gives you joy. And at the same time, you have another goal in your mind that I'm going to become a lawyer or whatever you plan to be.
Mm-hmm.
So this is temporary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be this for the rest of my life. So that's why I have that goal, and I'll follow it till the end, until I succeed. And that's why you are positive at work. That's why I was positive at work.
Mm-hmm.
My job was not any better than being a guy. I was like making gummies.
Yes.
That's fucking making gummies was such a boring job.
Yes.
It was really draining. I was the same in the morning. I was like, do I need to go to work today? I was waking up at 4 a.m. I get there. I was like, I need to wake up at 4 a.m. for this. And at the same time, I was thinking, because you wake up at 4 a.m. So the best thing
Oh yes. No, I understand you.
But then I thought about my goal, and I was like, this is temporary.
Uh-huh.
It is something that I need to do for now. Something that's going to teach me a few things about life.
Mm-hmm.
And I can continue my path.
Yes.
To my goal after that.
And as you said, Jason, you could have a goal, and the goal doesn't have to be even something quite big like going to study something. It can be something as small as starting a hobby.
Yes.
Even if you're working the job that you're currently doing, you can add something else to your life, something that could make it a bit more interesting. It doesn't have to be something huge necessarily. It could be like a hobby. So you join a club.
Exactly. Now goals are not only there to be huge goals. Not always about being successful goals. Your goal might be to start a new hobby, as you said. For example, your podcast that you just did right now.
Well, yes, yeah.
This might be your new hobby. You want to make a podcast. I'm not saying I hope it becomes successful. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the start, for now, it's gonna start off slowly. You're going to have me as your first guest, and you're going to have some other, until you get through it, and then you put effort to it, and you follow it. If your goal is to make it successful, because you might stay as a hobby, you don't want to make it successful. You don't want to make it that big, Yes. You just want to keep it for yourself and to spend your time after studying, after doing all that work. So, it depends on what your goal is. Your goal is always a goal. It doesn't need to be something big or something. It can be something very small.
Even for you, Jason, like you starting to go to the gym. This is a hobby.
Yeah, that's your hobby. Yeah. So I have a goal with it. Is it a big goal? No, it's not a big goal. It's not like I want to become a shredded or anything.
Yes.
Just a goal to go to the gym. That's it. My goal is to go to the gym and train as much as I can.
Yes,
that's all.
It's good for the mental health. It's good for the physical health. It's a good hobby.
Exactly. It's as we said, it's not all about having a perfect goal or a very successful goal. It's about having a goal. You need to have a goal. You have to have goals in your life. You have to have dreams.
Oh, yeah, dreams.
You don't have dreams. Even the wildest dreams.
Yeah, regardless,
you don't know what life has planned for you. So You keep dreaming. If you never achieve it, it's fine.
Oh, yes, yeah. For instance, even if you have a goal and you move towards it and you don't get exactly where you want to be, you still end up in a much better position. Yes, nonetheless.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just about moving forward. As we're coming back. Yeah, it's about moving forward.
Yeah. And let's go back to the actual question, to the what you want to change mentally and feel.
Oh, yes. Of course.
Mentally.
Oh, I think you've said about the personality-wise.
Traits, yeah.
Yes, the traits.
Study a bit more, to be honest.
Yes.
Something it's going to help me mentally.
Yes. And what about in terms of your career? Where would you like to venture? Do you have an idea or
work for the CIA?
Bad out.
I won't mind though. Won't mind.
Oh yes, I mean if they give you
an opportunity,
then yeah, of course.
But I'll be very honest with you. I don't know.
Honestly,
it's a very hard question for me.
I know it is a big question, isn't it?
Do I want to become a lawyer? I don't know. I don't mind the idea. I like the idea. But do I want to do it for the rest of my life? I don't know. At the same time, it's a very good question.
No, it's definitely it's a question that requires a bit of consideration. And I think it's definitely not something that can be answered in a day or two. It's something that probably
can take time.
It's gonna take time. It's gonna take months. You're gonna look at the different modules, see what they're like. You'll go to the. By the way, would you like to do the how do you call it, the work experience module? Would you be interested in doing?
I would love to do that, but
not just to see how
possible is to do it.
Do you mean actually be able to do it, or like grade wise?
No. Or no, not as a module, because it's not very.
Or do you not know what they actually do, or what's?
Because you're gonna learn. It's not about that. It's about them accepting you in the module, because you need to be accepted. You need to write like an essay thing or something about yourself.
It's like a short personal. I think it's like a personal statement and then an interview.
And then is about. I think grades as well have a role in there.
Yes,
they need to be quite high.
Honestly,
not really.
I think they have to be in the 50s.
It's good.
Honestly, it's only in the 50s, and plus, I don't think they just look at your grades. They also look at, since you do your personal statement and the interview, they also look at you as a person, whether you'll be a cooperative person or.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah. Well, look, man. Honestly, man. Show a bit of character, man.
Yeah, no, because I wouldn't mind to do it. I might, in the fourth year now, in the first semester, I might or the second semester, we'll see.
No,
put it through. If
I definitely consider it.
If it's possible, I'll do it. If they choose me, then why not?
Because
it's good to have it in your CV, job experience.
Oh yeah, and then it's also important for you because you'll get the general idea of how a law firm, what's it like to have work experience in a law firm. So you just have a better idea of.
A better idea, and then you're gonna see how it really works, how it really is being around.
Yes,
yeah. So that's what you're gonna be doing if you want to become a lawyer. That's your environment. What your environment's gonna be.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be something that I want to do. I really want to do job experience. I hadn't had the chance to do it during summers.
Yes. Oh, but yeah. Just you've had your own work
because I have to work here. And
yeah.
But if I have the opportunity and if I can do it through the module,
yes,
I would love to.
Definitely go for it, man. You
I'll
can
try. Yeah.
Everything is in your hands. And it'll generally be a really great experience for you.
Are you going to do it?
Yes, I'm definitely going to do it. It'll definitely be a change from all the other modules that we're doing because we need like around 30 plus hours of work experience with the law firm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we have to write a report or something. something like this. I don't know the details, but something like this.
Nothing to worry about. It's not like something, because the main point of that module is you going to work.
Yes.
And gaining experience. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
it's not like you studying anything. I don't know. Is it about studying anything in there? I'm not sure. I think it's just because who is doing it? I think was one of the girls that does labor with us. She's doing it, and she said, "You just need to go to work, and then at the end you make a report about what you experienced."
Yeah, literally,
it's not about you sitting down and studying cases or studying. You have to do this.
Yeah, it's
whatever the job tells you to do. I don't know if they give you to do research at home or anything, but it is you going to the job, getting your job experience, doing whatever they tell you to do.
Yeah,
and it's very good because it's something you can put in your CV as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to have that in my CV.
No, definitely, man. No, man. You have goals, you have aspirations, and although certain things at the moment you're not certain, nonetheless they will appear as sooner or later. Certain ideas.
Yeah, of course.
No, definitely.
Every day, it's a new opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And every decision you make is gonna lead you to a different
outcome or different path. Yeah.
Especially those big decisions. For example, when a big decision in our life was when we chose the university that we wanted to study.
Oh yes.
Because I chose, for example, Aberdeen.
Yeah.
My second choice was Aberdeen.
Mm-hmm.
If I chose Aberdeen instead of Stirling, my life would have been different.
Oh yes, definitely. You would have met completely different people, and
yes, it has been a whole different story. So, would have been better? I don't know. You're never gonna know.
Yeah, but it's about moving forward and taking that first step, regardless of where you take it.
Yeah.
All right, Jason. It was really nice. It was really nice having you, Jason. Honestly, you've given a lot of very interesting insights, into your own life and just life in general. I've actually learned a bit from you, just a couple of things. For instance, what was this quote that you've said about that? Our parents they live for the first time. All of us are living for the first time. I really love that quote, and I'm gonna remember it. So, Jason, thank you very much.
No worries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And right, my dear and amazing friends, I hope you had a pleasant journey, and I will see you all on our next great adventure.